So free hot soup. I used to have a student leadership role at where we are right now, Portland State University, and I was the president of the student group called Vietnamese Student Association. And in that, I also participated in roles that are like, the multicultural assembly and stuff, and go to the board meetings stuff. So living a very privileged life is basically what I was saying. And because we had, stipends allocated to the student committees and student groups that we can spend on certain things, and we had large catering events where we had excess amount of food. And because of the wonderful university code law, all food not consumed must be thrown away. And for me, coming from a background of not wasting food where I was told every grain of rice is equals to 100 jade in heaven, or 100 worms in hell, depending on where you're gonna go, right? And so for me, wasting food was not an option. So I would essentially borrow the food and stuff as much as I could in my backpack, and then ride my bike down to my normal route, and where I know there was a lot of homeless people, I would just offer that to them. And sometimes some of them just don't want it because they don't. Who the fuck is this kid offering me food? What did he have in it? There's a lot of paranoia in the homeless community, and at first I didn't understand that, but slowly when I was persistent and engaged more with that, I understood why. So as a photographer, I monitor the weather, religiously, because I shoot outdoor a lot of time too, and so I have to make sure my clients are properly dressed or whatever and stuff like that. And last year we saw that the weather was dropping drastically, like 19 degrees, Fahrenheit. So I had talked to my friend who runs a coffee shop, a Rimsky Corsa coffee house, and we put out a sort of public plea on Facebook and asked for people to give us as much donation as they can, and food, and we prepared like hot drinks at the time. That's all we had: hot coffee, hot chocolate, loaded up in a little red wagon, and then wheeled around the block of the coffee shop where we know there's a lot of homeless people, and we just offer what we had for people, and then we got the feedback was that it's terrible out there. People are freezing to death, literally, because the temperature was sub-zero, and it's below that, and I didn't know what to do, and I had been engaged in the community by taking excess food from the catering events and offering to people. That's one thing, but that's just myself riding a little bicycle. This is engaging with an active community that's trying to bring about positive change, and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of post a thing on Facebook and ask, hey, anyone's willing to help? This is what we're planning to do. We know that there's this group of people here, so and so and so. We would like you to help to come in and help us. And I got an immense amount of support from the community, mostly from the activism community that I'm engaged in. And people offered labor support, and people offered food, or they offered to drive around. Just things just magically came together like organic molecules. It's wonderful, and we started that in December 8th or 7th, the Saturday, December 7th. And then we grew from there. My friend, who's a professional chef, he's like, I can make soup. So he made 6 gallon plus of soup and put it into a ginormous football cooler that they would have. And we would serve from that, because the cooler actually insulate and keep the soup really hot, like peeping hot, right? And so we were serving hot soup to people. We had 6+ car loaded with like blankets and jackets and all these things, and we were giving it to people. And looking back now, we just had our 1-year anniversary of keeping this around. I never anticipated this to be going on this long, because at the time, when it was just me and 2 friends wheeling around with a little squeaky red wagon, I did not imagine this sustaining at all. I would imagine myself burning out within 2 months at the most. So to see it come to this, it's amazing.